And John, over this last hour, we began to learn some more details of the shooter, 66-year-old James Hodgkinson. And we've learned that he was from southern Illinois, near the town of Bellsville. And it appears that he was politically active. His hometown paper, the Bellsville News-Democrat, reports that Hodgkinson has written a number of letters to the editor. And in those letters, he often railed against Republicans, their tax policies, and called for them to be voted out of office altogether. We've also learned that he was a volunteer for the Bernie Sanders campaign. In this past hour on the Senate floor, senators condemned the shooter's actions. Take a listen.
I am sickened by this despicable act, and let me be as clear as I can be. Violence of any kind is unacceptable in our society, and I condemn this action in the strongest possible terms. Real change can only come about through nonviolent action, and anything else runs counter to our most deeply held American values.
Now, the FBI has taken over this investigation, and at the most recent press conference, they said that it is still too early for them to have a motive. But earlier today, several congressmen who were here at the baseball field said as they were leaving, Hodgkinson came up to them and asked them, are those players Democrats or Republicans?
Based on the question he asked me, I would make that assumption, because he's asked me if this team was the Republican or Democrat team practicing. I responded that it was a Republican team practicing, and he proceeded to shoot Republicans. You take that for what it's worth.
And again, just to stress, though, law enforcement officials have said they do not have a motive at this time and are not ready to say that he was targeting specifically Republican congressmen there, though that's what the congressmen at least say they feel like at this point. Now, updates on the 4 individuals who were shot apart from the shooter. House Majority Whip Steve Scalise, he is in surgery after being shot in the hip, and the 2 officers who were part of a security detail, which really their heroic actions prevented this from becoming a massacre, they are both being treated at the hospital as well. One of them was shot in the foot, the other was hit with bullet fragments, and the 4th individual was a staffer of Congressman Roger Williams. Zachary Barth is his name, and he was also shot, and we're told that he is currently receiving treatment. Now, just a couple of hours ago on Capitol Hill, there was a standing ovation when the announcement was made that the annual congressional baseball game, the charity game that they were practicing for here today, that tomorrow it will go on as scheduled.